So iDubbbz just gave us a Creator Clash update in his latest video called Concern Trolling. You wouldn't know that from the title, but at the beginning there's a chunk about Creator Clash in its own chapter, and what he had to say is like, no hyperbole, the worst thing you could ever say about your own event in like the worst way possible as well. Listen to this.
But the main controversy, I would say, is that it was revealed with the change of ownership that Anissa and I, because we're 1/3 ownership of Creator Clash the business, that we were getting 34% of the profit share. We weren't anticipating this event doing well. Like, we wanted to do well enough to pay back the investors, of course. So that's one of the reasons that we were, okay with the profit share thing.
Okay, there is so much to unpack there, and he said it in the most like nonchalant way possible. So first off, he didn't anticipate his event doing well. Then why did you decide to put on the event and get all of these people invested and involved, all of these creators, into boxing for charity if you thought the event wouldn't do well? And then there's the bizarre thing he does where he takes the lack of confidence he has in the event and uses it to somehow portray that the 34% isn't as shocking as people think it is. Ian does realize that people don't have an issue with the amount of money he's making specifically. It was about taking generated revenue from an event that is meant to be charity focused and allocating a large amount of it to yourself. It wasn't about you making more money in general. It was about you making more money in relation to the event itself, especially considering this time you're not fighting. Taking that much of a percentage just for the name, I mean, it makes sense in a normal business, but when this is like supposed to be super charity focused, having percentages that high being taken from the event that was advertised in that way, even if he does give it all to charity like he said in his video that I'll show here in a second, the fact that that was the structure in the first place is more of what people had a problem with.
It was told to us like you could just donate your portion of the profit share to charity after the event. So we were like, okay, fine. Now I know some people will find it hard to believe that Anissa and I were just going to give our portion of the profit share to charity. There's nothing I could really say to, I think, convince them otherwise. It was up to our discretion at the end of the day, and if you don't believe us, I can't say anything that'll change your mind.
Well, the controversy was the fact that it was up to your own discretion. When you were not fighting in the event and saying that it's for charity, finding out that you received 34% of Creator Clash's profits is very bizarre, especially when it was announced in the context of you no longer having that percentage, so it can now be instead dispersed between the fighters, which makes sense because they are what makes the fight and are the people putting by far the most physically demanding and time-inducive effort into the event, which is something Ian has to recognize as being someone who fought in the first two Creator Clashes. But despite knowing about all that effort, he still decides to say publicly, oh yeah, we didn't think it would do that well anyway, when the event is still going to happen in October by all the people who were involved in it from the get-go, just minus yourself. Either Ian's just super dumb and doesn't realize that through admitting he had low expectations for the event, it's going to want to cause people to see it in October even less, or that's the intention because he's not on good terms with them. I mean, he didn't even promote the new date in his video, which is strange because the people who are involved in Creator Clash now are a lot of the same people who were involved in the second one and or the first one with iDubbbz at the helm. So it's like, why are they even beefing? It has to be friendly fire on iDubbbz's part, or maybe something happened with Ian's departure from Creator Clash that didn't really go amicably. Realistically, from what we know in the public eye, it was probably Ian just making a bunch of stupid little decisions that kept fucking with the potential viewership of the event. A perfect example of one of these times being in this video with Ian's explanation of why he prioritized Creator Clash's income on creator parties and galas.
Now, some people will be critical of one of the costs being parties for Creator Clash 2 and actually Creator Clash 1, because that's where we got the idea from. It was very successful for Creator Clash 1, or the event was successful. We don't know if the party worked to encourage people to promote the event, but that was the idea. You get a bunch of creators to show up to a fucking hotel the night before their fight, and they're going to post about about it on social media, and the internet will be abuzz. And the event was successful, so we thought that that strategy of having, you know, a little hubbub, a little hullabaloo before the event and after the event was a good idea. So we ran with that strategy again, hoping that creators will post about it and be excited about it and buzz will be generated. But it didn't happen. Or maybe it did happen, but it just didn't sell tickets. I would cross that off my list as a learning experience of, well, if you do this strategy, you either gotta force people to post about it or you have to fucking, I don't know, not do it.
So if you do the strategy, you gotta force people to post about the parties we made just so they would post about them, so they would get more ticket sales, or not do it at all. Well, it's no wonder Creator Clash 2 was a failure with this brilliant promotion strategy for a boxing event, where you expect people to see Instagram posts of Justin Wang at a party, zoom in to the bottom and click on hashtag Creator Clash 2, and then find out that there's a creator boxing event, and they're having a party for the success of the event that already concluded, and that is going to get more ticket sales for Creator Clash 3, but then he also was describing the gala as a marketing tactic to get creators to post about Creator Clash 2, and that strategy is part of why Creator Clash 2 failed, but the gala took place after the event ended. So I would assume any posts about that gathering would more be to generate buzz around the brand in general, to translate into viewership for the eventual Creator Clash 3, and you decided to bank on that instead of the traditional way of advertising, which is allocating the budget to paying for advertisements or paying people to advertise instead of just paying people to do things where you hope they will advertise of their own volition during the process. This marketing plan just seems so psychotic or just made up on the fly to justify the fact that they want to have expensive parties and didn't care if less money went to kids with cancer research in order to make that happen. But honestly, I kind of believe this was at least part of his intention just because of how nonchalantly he goes about it. Like, yeah, you know, we'd just, as you do, have a lot of parties, and since it was successful for Creator Clash 1, well, we don't know if people actually posted on social media from those parties. That's the idea, that it would get more promotion, but we didn't even check if it worked. I don't know if it worked, but hey, you know, Creator Clash 1 was successful, so let's just do the same thing again for Creator Clash 2, but bigger. Dip into the expenses bigger, get some more, you know, up-and-coming talent to talk about it, maybe on their live streams. You know, hey, I can't stream today, I'm Hassan, I have 1 billion viewers live, and I can't stream today because I'm going to Creator Clash. Ooh, Creator Clash. Everybody go to Creator Clash. You have no evidence that it happened the first time around, so you bank on it happening the second time around, and it doesn't happen. He literally said that he didn't check if his party strategy actually resulted in posts being made about the event, and then doubled down on it for the next year with an even more expensive party. Like, he has to be bullshitting. There's no way you just do something, you just allocate thousands and thousands of dollars to a marketing strategy that relies on someone seeing an Instagram post of their favorite creator at a party and hoping they care enough to get the context of where they're having fun. And then we also got to think about the fact that this is Creator Clash, an event that notoriously has been awful at advertising itself and spreading awareness. And it's no wonder, because the top strategy is just to, like, do weird shit like this, where viewers would be expected to see a video from a YouTuber they like, follow him on YouTube, then follow him on Instagram or Twitter or wherever else, then see that they're at a party, then check the caption to see if they mention Creator Clash, then be interested enough to even click on it, and then they'd have to be interested in the boxing event itself, and be interested enough to actually go to the website and buy a ticket, which is the end goal of this amazing advertising pipeline scheme that iDubbbz somehow thought would work and is not using as an excuse to have parties for no other reason than it's fun and charity be damned. I don't know, that's just a really weird way to promote a charity boxing event.
You gotta make sure that people are slapping each other during the weigh-in. That's probably what I'd change it to. Because it's cheaper, you know? It's a lot cheaper if people slap each other during the weigh-in. Just wasn't about that. I was just like, I don't want this fake drama shit.
Yes. The only two ways to promote influencer boxing: cringe slapping fights or bajillion-dollar gala parties. Like, yeah, some of the other influencer boxing shit is cringe, but to act above it all when your alternative is this weird Jedi mind trick into getting other people's viewers to see Creator Clash as this cool, hip place for people to party when you get enough subs, I guess.
I mean, I'm very happy that, this year money is being raised for charity, and I'm glad to know that it's already more successful than year 2. Mission accomplished as far as I'm concerned.
I genuinely can't tell if he's joking there or not. It sounded like he was actually proud that he hit the goal of raising more than $1 for charity somehow via the existence of Creator Clash 3, which, by the way, that fundraiser, most of its money was raised through Hassan Piker's stream audience, so Creator Clash 3 didn't really create the opportunity for Hassan to shout that out. It could have been just any old Tiltify link. But I guess if it wasn't Creator Clash 3 related, Hassan wouldn't have promoted it. I don't really know how he feels content attributing that to him. Maybe he feels accomplished and satisfied because he got a YouTuber who normally wouldn't listen to just anyone, listen to him to share a link to charity. Because Hassan, he won't just DM anyone, but he will DM iDubbbz, and iDubbbz got Hassan to promote a charity link, so that's a job well done, and already a win in his book. Like, is he for real? If he is, it's just baffling. It's really baffling how nonchalant he is about all this. Like, bro, the event is still going on. People are still trying to do the event. All of your friends that you worked with so closely over these last couple years with the previous Creator Clashes, they're still trying to make it work, still trying to make it happen. And you're just out here being like, yeah, didn't think it would do too well. Well, we already raised some money on Hassan stream, so you know what? Job well done as far as I'm concerned, man. Like, put in the towel, like, no need to see anyone fight. Hassan Piker got our backs. Don't worry. It's a win, guys. Like, what? It's not a win! The event hasn't started yet! Like, shit's still about to go down. You gotta hype up the event. You can't just rest on one Hassan promo. Like, what is this? Is it a charity event with a bunch of big creators dedicating a lot of time to put on something big to donate a lot of money in one big burst? Or is this just a little fun experiment where we donate some money on the side, tee-hee, and oh, wow. You know, like, this is a big event. You're selling tickets. It's in a stadium. Like, this is a thing that is being put on, and you're treating it like it's just a silly little charity investment where, oh, you make a big percentage of the profits, but it doesn't matter because it's a little indie, a little small thing that won't be too successful. And ooh, like, what is this?
I just know that for a charity boxing event in the form of Creator Clash, there aren't too many ways to recoup your money.
And that's why it's charity. You're not meant to recoup your costs on charity. It's charity! Like, what is it? You look up the word! It's on Google! What do you mean? Charity, it's what a recoup costs? The fucking motherfucker, what?
Some people have an idea of charity events as being like a strictly altruistic thing.
Oh, my bad. Charities aren't altruistic. It's charity. It's charity. What? So you would do charity for non-altruistic reasons? What's the non-altruistic reason to do charity, Ian? What's the non-altruistic reason to do it? I feel like that would only be said by someone who, like, uses charity to make more money for themselves somehow. Profit margins? You're not supposed to have profit margins on charity. You're not supposed to make profit. It's charity! Dude, I don't know. Ian is just so stupid, man. Why did he make this video? It doesn't even help anybody, not even himself. If he was trying to look like a better person after coming across as greedy with the announcement that he took 34%, I don't really think it worked. And honestly, dude, I am just so baffled that he uploaded a video where he said he didn't expect his own event to do well. And that makes it better that he took a larger percentage than if he thought the event would be super successful, because then you'd be making more money, as if your morality is a direct result of how much money you have in your bank account. Like, honestly, I really don't know what he was trying to prove there. But anyway, I've said all I wanted to say on this video by iDubbbz. Completely crazy, I had to talk about it. If you want to hear me talk more about things, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and happy Pride Month to all my queer viewers out there. Stay strong, be proud. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night.